What's up, everybody? So, this past Thursday, September 5th, I had the chance to go to the first monthly installment of the Hip Hop Creative Alliance that is going on every month at Villa Maria College. Listen, everybody, if you did not get a chance, look at that eyelash just lashing. But you know what? That's not about this. It's not about this lash. It's about the Hip Hop Creative Alliance that is going on monthly. I got a chance to see acts like Afro, 60 East, Saint Soprano, what Spill 716, King Shad, all of that on one stage that night. And you know what? It was only $15. Listen, y'all, if you are not at next month's Hip Hop Creative Alliance that is happening at Villa Maria College, you are missing out. And not only that, I had a chance to sit down with CJ Banks and Chuckie Campbell, who are bringing this event to us monthly. Listen, if you are creative, if you are an artist, if you are a producer, if you are a musician, you need to get involved, okay? Listen, sit down, take a moment, and listen to this interview. Okay, so I'm sitting here with Mr. CJ Banks and Chuckie Campbell. Talk to me about what just happened with this Hip Hop Creative Alliance here at Villa Maria College and what it is. What's the goal here? What is it that you're trying to bring to Villa Maria College? And not just that, the inspiration that it brings, because it gives people a platform. At least that's what I saw. But what is it that you're trying to do?
Yeah, you answered your question right there. It's about bringing inspiration. So one of the challenges that I've seen, I've been in Buffalo for about 20 years, and I'm a hip hop head. I've been, I call myself unapologetically hip hop. So whether I'm at the board meeting or at the president's cabinet at Villa Maria, I'm a vice president here at the college. I'm hip hop, and I keep it hip hop. So one of the challenges I've seen in the industry, in the Buffalo industry, was that a lot of artists don't get the support. A lot of the hip hop artists don't get the support. Venues don't let artists perform. There are very few studios that really are dedicated to the true form of hip hop. You know what I mean? It seems like now hip hop has taken this turn towards more of clout and trying to make quick money than it is what it was, right? And it's about lyricism. It's about understanding the true form of hip hop and what it is. It's the culture of hip hop. It's not just a fad. It's not just when, people trying to make money real quick. So when I came to Villa Maria College, one of the first wanted to do when I saw this venue was like, listen, we're a community college. We're a private school, but we consider ourselves very similar to a community college because we're about the community. We want to help the community. We want to uplift the community. So I was like, listen, I need to do something for the hip hop culture. And it took a little while because I've been here about a year. And finally, we got the Hip Hop Creative Alliance off the ground. As soon as I got it up and, I met Chuckie Campbell, I was like, yo, I need you to help me with this. And then he was like, yo, I got this artist. And Chuckie Campbell's the artist. He's the plug when it comes to artists.
Oh, I've heard so much about Chuckie Campbell, and you being in the hip hop scene and you being an artist yourself. So talk to me about why you decided to become a part of this, and what do you see going forward?
Well, I feel like I'm about the community first, right? Like, so when I got into hip hop, it became like the reason for me to enter into the world of ideas. Like hip hop was like my entrance and my pathway. And I want to pass that on to other people now that I'm becoming an artist who's traveled around and did other things in my career. And I've seen so many things, but to give the gift of music to other people or the opportunity to voice themselves is much more than a lot of people really realize. And so with the Hip Hop Creative Alliance, what I'm seeing most is that we have an opportunity here to create a space where previously before the voices have been struggling to get out and be heard. Now we have an opportunity to create a platform for these people. And there's so much talent here in Buffalo. It's amazing.
So much.
I travel around the country. Hear a lot of people rap. Okay, hear a lot of people sing. But this city has just as much talent, if not more, than all of the major cities that I've been through. And I've traveled around, 47 states now. I only got a couple, CJ. I'm gonna hit
Mhm.
them all. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
all 50 of them. But I always tell people, I'm like, hip hop people have a misconception. They think it happens in large crowds, thousands and thousands of people, the big spotlight, the music video, all that other stuff. But real hip hop happens in small rooms. It happens in places where you have 12, 20 people crowding together, celebrating this thing that brought us together. And it's a cultural force, none other like I've seen in my entire life. The way it takes hold of people, the way it inspires people. From the dance, from the graph writing and
The
and the
clothing.
clothing, the fashion,
Mm-hmm.
all the way, the range of what this culture can do for people. I think that's what ignites me the most. And I want to match nationally touring artists with what we have here in this city and give the local talent room to perform and shine.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I got.
I want to reiterate, right? What I want to reiterate is that this is not about the mainstream, artists that are, going platinum and all of that stuff. I mean, some of these artists will go platinum because we're going to create this platform for them to be able to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. But this is about giving, like, really talking about, like, I want people to listen to the words that are coming out of the mouths of these artists, right? I want people to look at and support these artists that aren't going mainstream, aren't selling. I don't want to say selling out, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like shit,
They aren't mainstream right now.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I mean, a lot of
mean,
times
and
people,
they
they're
probably
forgotten
will never
about.
be. So I manage EPMD, and we used to have some go straight from the sewer, and you know what I'm saying? We had like DOS effects, and it was strictly underground. That's what we was about. It was not about doing something that the radio will play. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, one of the things that's a challenge for hip hop and for me is that like I was saying, there's venues and even radio stations that won't play the lyrics, the lyricism. They'll play all of this, violence and auto-tune violence and all of that stuff. They'll play. I'm not knocking it because some of it I like, you know what I'm saying? But still, like the lyricism and like we need a platform for that, and that's what Villa Maria wants to be. Is that platform for artists to understand, like, and they don't have to go to like Five Towns College or Full Sail. Or no, this is right in their backyard. This is Buffalo. We got a dope venue, as you can see. This is nothing. That's a recital hall. We got a 1,200 seat auditorium that we can fill the house once we build this bigger and bigger. But right now, like I wanted to jump in real quick because what Chuckie said was super important. Is that when you talk about the culture of hip hop, it is that small group. Like I love that you put that there. It's like it's like let's get a group and it's a cipher and you know what I'm saying. I don't care if we have a show that has 10 people in it. We're still gonna have a show. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna build from there, and it's gonna grow because it's gonna be a culture.
Yeah. Now, Villa Maria College is a college that offers different programs,
Yep.
and a lot of people may not know that there's all of this here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah. So we're creative arts school. So we have the basic programs like psychology and all of the math, English, and all of that stuff. But our bread and butter, if you will, is our creative arts programs like digital film, music industry, graphic design, web design, animation, interior design. It's all, we have traditional art, programs. So it's really for that creative person. And that's one of the things that helps us where other colleges are declining. This is our second year in a row with record breaking numbers, right? We're growing each year because we have a market that nobody's really in, and we're not trying to get people, we're not looking for the art. I mean, everybody can come here, but we're looking for the artists. We're looking for the people that really want to be creative and get a degree in the things that they love, because we know that, especially in the inner city and the east side and the underserved communities, there's so much creativity out there, right? And this is an opportunity for them to come, and it's in your backyard. I do want to say this. We really focus on not, and I know this is not about Villa Maria, but it is because it's the Villa Maria Hip Hop Creative Alliance. But we focus on making sure students don't leave with student loans, with high student loan debt. So we discount our rates a lot. We don't charge for books. So books and supplies come with your tuition. We we encourage them not to take out loans if they don't have to take out loans and all that, because we really want people to graduate without high debt. Some students have to because they're trying to live off of that money, but it's not. We keep our tuition low and supplies incorporated to make sure that students can afford.
That's really good to know. Now, there's some artists, musicians out there that may not have the equipment or even know how to begin the career as an artist. Is that something that this Hip Hop Creative Alliance may in the future do?
So the
provide
Hip Hop
guidance in that area?
The Hip Hop Creative Alliance was built just for that. That was the goal. It's not just the venue. This is just a piece of it. We're going to be doing workshops where we're going to teach people like branding and fundraising and funding and financial, financing and how to, budget and all of that as an artist. Even how to design your CD cover or your record cover. I do a hip hop production class, so I teach like how to sample and I do more sampling. I'm that type of producer, so I teach at camp. We also have all different types of stuff. And the other thing that we're doing with the Hip Hop Creative Alliance, why we call it the Creative Alliance, is because we're also trying to align our students that are here, all our creatives that we're producing out of them, to work with the artists, to help the artists, get the things that if they need a CD cover or album cover, whatever. I keep saying CD cover, there's no CDs no more. But, album cover, or if they need a website or if they need music or whatever, we want our students to realize that value of helping the community and helping the culture. So they support with internships, or they might even, we might connect them. Like I have an artist right now that was like, hey, I need a photographer. So I have one of the photographers from our school and she's going out to help them, do some work. So it's pretty much creating that alliance so that everybody's working together. Not only does that help the artist, but it also helps the student, because the student starts to build a portfolio and have something to show when they get out of college.
Yeah, and also there's a support system there. A lot of times artists and musicians or anyone's career don't take off because they don't have that support. So it's good to know that you all are providing that support for them. I really love what Villa Maria College, CJ Banks, and Chuckie Campbell are doing for the culture. They are pushing it forward. This is your girl, Vette Green, and this is a Green Links Media production. I am Sister Green's daughter. I love you long life.
It's there right here. So I need y'all to come up, man. We gonna end this shit with a bang. Please come up. Don't be sad. Don't be come on. Don't be scared.